Truth be told, I don't trust anyone under the age of 19. They grew up with the internet. You can't trust anyone that grew up with the internet. You had to do most of your formative years without the internet for me to trust you. Because as a man, if you grew up with the internet, that means to me, you never earned a jerk. That's exactly what that means. It means that you did not work for a nut. I'm the last bastion of, like, I got AOL in the mail. 6th grade. So perfect timing. But earning a jerk, like kids now can just Google asshole blossom. And they'll know what that is. Used to be, if you wanted to learn about that, you had to go through several red VHS tapes. I'm a little bitter because earning your jerk means a lot to me. Like, I used to have to fucking wait for a free weekend of HBO and then study the TV guide. Like I was on trial for murder, and that's the loophole out of this. I'd be like, Bikini Island, 3 a.m., that's where we'll do it. That's where I'll touch my dick to a titty. That's all it's about, just touching your dick to a titty in motion. That's all you want to do. Stay up till 3 a.m., fight and sleep like some fucked up jerk-off boot camp. And just thinking I'm going to see a titty, and then waking up 4 hours later in a sleeping bag in the living room, very angry. There's just some televangelist on the TV that's like, oh Lord, what happened? There is no God. My balls are still full. It doesn't do it for me anymore. Porn doesn't do it. Doesn't get me off. Doesn't. I don't like it. You know what my new thing is? Now I watch emotionally moving videos on YouTube until I cry. Yeah. But I don't call it crying, because that makes it sound weak. I call it face coming. It's an orgasm for your soul. Why don't you try it? Yeah, I could go online and watch 2 chicks blow a dude. I could do that and touch myself like a caveman. Or I can go online and watch 2 animals that are friends that shouldn't be friends. I don't know why that sick elephant and that golden retriever get along. But my chest is tight. I might bust a face nut. Go ahead, watch people bang it out online. Good for you, watching that simple shit. I'll be watching soldiers surprise their families. Yeah, that's not the opposing catcher. That's your dad who's in Iraq. Why don't you hug on the pitching mound? I'm going to face cum all over my keyboard. It's always the same, too. When you jerk off to porn, at the end, it's always the same. You're just like, why did I do that? It's so gross. But when you face cum to a real... Watch a kid with Down syndrome read an acceptance letter into college. If that doesn't move you, you're a monster. You're a fucking monster. And then face cum all over yourself. And then when you're done, you're like, there's some good in the world. So this is the part where you scream shit at me. This is just legal, by the way, this is just legal heckling. Jeremiah was like, let's give them what they want. Scream and we can't get mad. Just subjects? All right. Dude, if you said WrestleMania, that will flatline this show so fucking fast. It will do 2 things. Destroy the momentum and dry every pussy in this room up. If I'm going, well, I think night 1 with Cody and you're getting a tag match with a champ versus champ. God damn, dude, women, when you start talking about wrestling, my fiance, the first 6 months we were dating, she was like, oh, what's this? And then now she's like, turn that gay shit off. I go, but they're in a ladder match. It's like, Jesus Christ. That's love. When a woman sticks with you and you're like, can we watch Survivor Series? She's like, cool, yeah, why don't you just solder my pussy shut? Ladies love the wrestling. I could fuck a fat dude so easy if I was into that. Just go to a wrestling convention and be like, yeah, let me suck your fat dick. And they'd be like, oh, Jesus, I never thought the Macho King would blow me. What if that's my fucked up thing and you guys find out? I'm just at truck stops being like, yeah, pound my ass. Yeah, what does it feel like when you're coming inside my butt? Go deeper. Yeah. So no, sir, I will not talk about WrestleMania. I think I somehow just said I wanted to fuck dudes at drug stop. The next comic walking in, he's like, why are these people admitting all this shit? Anybody over here? Haircuts. You sound like a plant, dude. Jeremiah's like giving him 20. He goes, all right, say like haircuts. I'm so self-conscious. I'm like, I know I need one, but I don't know. Have you ever left like a chain haircut place feeling good? It's always like you just joined the army. You're like, what the fuck did you do to my hair? And they're like, you asked for a number 7. And you're like, fuck. Shouldn't order it like a combo meal. Men won't give each other haircut advice at all. If you get a good haircut, you're like, where do you do that? You're like, it's a guy named Leo. And you're like, I'm not going to that. I'm not going to that weird ass shit. Anybody over here?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams is the motherfucking man. I'm gonna tell you what Cat Williams did. He changed comedy because now people just want to go on Shannon Sharp's podcast and talk shit about other comedians. He started a revolution. Now it's just like people are like, that's like the new Tonight Show. You're like, oh, let me get on it. But it also would be fucking awesome to have Cat Williams just talk you down and be like, you ain't never been shit, you ain't ever gonna be shit. And you're like, I know. Fuck, I know, I suck. How hilarious, this is very dark, but hear me out. How hilarious would it be if you were suicidal, but the voices were Cat Williams? If it was like, do it, you too big of a pussy. Find a sturdy pipe and you better Google how to tie a knot, baby. Ain't nobody gonna miss your ass. They ain't even gonna play Blink 182 Adams song. I like the idea of Cat being super into white culture. You know? He's like, that kickflip is sweeter than Tony Hawk in 93. Anybody over here? Racism? All right, fucking way to suck the air out of the room. It's like, I don't know, it's what America does best. If you've ever been to Europe, they try to be racist and you're like, nice try. Fucking dorks. That's because, you know why? America was just like a place that everyone came, like all the Europeans that came here were the undesirables. And they just let them loose on this side. It's like what happened to Australia. Australia was just like a beautiful island and all these criminals showed up and they're like, let's fucking kill everything. And then now they're just like, yeah, no worries. It's like, yeah, of course there's no worries. You killed everyone. They say, oh, yeah, it's what happens. You show up in a continent and the people are gone. That got sad.
Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden, I mean, what a life. If you go through the simulation, pick Hunter Biden. Big cock, you can just smoke crack all the time. How fun is that? I can't imagine having a big dick and being on crack. That's a lethal weapon. There have been some brave women that have watched that come across them at a hotel room like, ah! Because they leaked his dick pics like we were going to be like, ew, and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, Hunter. Even Obama was like, God damn. I didn't know your son had such a big cock, Joe. And then he was like, so he's like an engine that won't turn over. You're like, I swear to God, I'm gonna get to work, motherfuckers. All right, let's bring Jeremiah up. I need an adult.
Keep it going for Dan Soder.
Yeah. Dude, I love you so much, but have not been able to shake off the fact that you have Christian camp counselor energy. I feel like whatever problem I have, you'll have a Bible verse for it.
And verily, he said unto thee.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of these and thous and shit at you. And you go, I don't know, dude, I just fought a guy from a different cabin.
Points deducted.
Yeah. God's going to forgive you.
Well, children, what do we have?
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes is great. I love Pete Holmes. Shout out, Pete Holmes.
Bidets.
What do we got?
Road trips?
Bidets.
Bidets. Dude, I'm just on board. I just started doing this.
Dude, me too.
Holy shit.
It's a life changer.
It's just like getting your ass tongued every time you poop. It's unbelievable, and it feels like, like power washing, where you're kind of like, all right, you can see you fucking clean it up a little bit. Do you ever feel like you want to turn the power up too much?
Dude, sometimes I get scared.
Yeah. Dude, if it makes direct contact on the
Yeah.
right on the right thing, you're like, oh.
Oh, I do the cool.
We all become befuddled Southern women.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Ooh. I think I just passed the bowel movement.
Oh, my pearls.
Oh, you shot water into memories.
Yeah, it's what's weird is after your butthole gets conditioned to the bidet.
Tell them.
If everyone can bow their heads right now.
We do look like two youth pastors.
Dude, totally, bro.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, Jesus didn't have a good one. They were player hating. They always used like old terms that have fallen out.
Yeah.
You know what? Jesus, he was the bomb.
You know who Judas was? A narc.
The ops were looking for Jesus. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man. The Romans, or as we know them, Bloods. Yeah, once your butt gets conditioned to the bidet, when you go back to toilet paper, your butt's like,
oh my God,
no.
Ew. Why don't I fucking go back to a flip phone? Shout out Dave Attell. The God. Attell the God.
Attell the God.
Elon Musk feels like he's an alien. If he did like one of these and he's like, can I tell you something? And he'd be like, okay, yeah, I knew that. Especially when they took that picture of his big, weird white body. He's like, do I get into the water? Do I jump into the water? He's like a Bond villain, if you really think about it. He should just go full Bond villain. Like, Mr. James Bond, I've suspended your Twitter account.
I've powered down your car, Mr. Bond.
It looks as if you have been shadow banned. His laugh is so fucked up. He reminds me of the guy in Men in Black that's like, you got me, sugar. But if he just like did it right. There.
Let's grab one last suggestion.
I'm not talking about it on the internet. I don't want to die. Those motherfuckers have been collecting bodies. And then you just, Tom Cruise goes, you guys want to watch me climb on the side of an airplane? And everyone goes, let's forget about that girl that disappeared.
You know, it's a great alternative to Scientology. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ! Guys, give it up for Dan Soder.
Bless up. I'm from Denver, Colorado, originally, and weed is now legal there for recreational consumption. No. I hate it. It sucks. You just gotta understand, all of my stoner burnout friends that were just supposed to disappear now run and operate dispensaries in Denver. They're like fucking weed sommeliers. That's what they do now. And they're dicks about it. They're like, what do you get in New York? Do you get like a low-grade sativa? Fuck you, Dennis. You live in your mom's basement, all right? Fucking sommelier for weed? Fuck regular sommeliers. I don't like regular sommeliers. That bossy, like, you should try an Old World 69 Merlot with a decent cut of beef. Is that what I should do, you fancy alcoholic? Why don't you stop swirling that glass and call your kids? But just have it where they're just like, you ever seen someone with the right amount? Where you're like, damn, you have it. It's all green lights for you. That's what I want, dude. Turn the lights down, just barely, just one more. Turn the lights down one, not two. I don't want to be so dumb I can't live alone. I'm not trying to burden a family member, but I just want to enjoy, like, I would love to walk in a room and see a Fast and Furious trailer and be like, they're going faster? Like, fucked up, like, how? Hot people get to be pretty dumb. Because they're so hot. Hot people get to say dumb shit and we're just like, yeah, right? You know what I'm talking about? They're like, do you want to go dance in the rain? And you're like, God, you're a free spirit. If an Uggo said that, you'd be like, shut up, you wet dog. No. It's pouring outside. Hots know they get to say some stupid shit. Because they know if you disagree with them, all they have to do is touch you. You ever been touched by a hot? You'll buckle immediately. You go, actually, I don't think that's right. You should look that up. And they go, no, it is. And you're like, I want to write you a poem. I'll kill for you. Oh. About 10, 12 years ago, I dated a woman, very whimsical. She was very whimsical. And I never disagreed with her. And one time we were leaving a diner in Queens, and we were going back to my apartment, and we had to go over an overpass over the highway. And we got to the top of the stairs of the overpass, and she looked back at me and she said, don't you ever feel like running? And then took off. I've never felt like running. And she did the whole, like, across the overpass, down the other side, gone. Couldn't find her. Terrifying. She was gone. I legitimately could not find her for 5 to 10 minutes. One of the most terrified I've ever been in my life. Because I was like, she's dead. And there is zero chance the NYPD is believing my story. Showing up being like, let me get this straight. You got to the top of the stairs, and this woman said, don't you feel like running? Yeah, we got him. I didn't fucking kill her. But I was jealous because she would always, like, you know, she was comfortable naked. That's got to be cool. That's got to be so cool. Hot people, man, they get to just fucking enjoy it. They just get to have sex, come, and then be like, where do you want to eat, babe? I've never had sex without at least once being like, what is this? Who are you right now? This isn't you. You're a silly goose. And I'm sitting there being like, yeah, fuck yeah. Do you ever make a noise during sex and in your head you're like, what was that? I hate it. I talk shit to myself all the time during sex. I'll be like, oh, that feels so good. You're like, oh, does it feel so good? Does it feel so good? Shut the fuck up. Shut up, you idiot. You're sweating all over this poor girl. I thought that was going to calm down the older I got. It turns out it just gets worse. I'm 40, and it's not, I turned 40, was worried, but it's not bad. It's actually fun. Well, not all. It's harder to poop. But I'm less horny, and it's kind of nice. It's finally quiet. Since puberty, I've been dragged behind my dick like it was a runaway horse. You know? See big titties and you're like, ah! And now things are more settled, you know? But I like it. I think that's why men are all messed up in our teens and our 20s, is because we go from being little boys to creeps. Overnight. You know, one day you're just like a little boy that just wants to talk about dinosaurs to anyone that'll listen. You know, you're just cornering your parents' friends like,
did you know the Stegosaurus was from the late Jurassic period and was a herbivore?
And you wake up the next day, you're like, I want pussy. All I want is pussy. And now I'm 40 and I'm back to loving dinos, and it's great. A lot of good work being done in the paleontology world. Now, I still like sex, but if we're being honest, at the age of 40, you know what I like more than good sex? Good sleep. If my fiance was like, do you want to sleep for 9 hours uninterrupted? I'd be like, ooh, you fucking slut. Get over here. Ooh, I'm going to hold you. A blowjob? What is this, 09? I'm trying to stuff a pillow in between my knees. That's how you get sex noises out of me at 40. Put that pillow there, I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, my hips are lined up. Oh. It's easier to navigate when you're less horny. Life is just easier, you know, Instagram, way easier. I still look at butt models' pictures, but now it's just to read the comments. It's my favorite thing on social media. Comments on sexy photos. See some big oiled up butt outside of Miami. 413 comments. You're like, let's rock and roll. Because immediately it's just dudes being like, Mia Bella. Heart eye emojis. Or you see the guy that's like,
I hope you had a great day today.
you're like, ew. That's the horniest shit I've ever read in my life. Did you type that with your boner, you weirdo?
Oh, I hope you had a great day.
I bet. Go come and then come back with that same energy. I like Instagram because it'll tell on your friends for being horny. Instagram will be like, look at this fat ass. 35,000 people liked it. And Jeff. And you're like, Jeffrey!
Because that's what happens when you get too horny, you get in trouble. That's just, as a man, if it breaches the horny level, you're gonna do something stupid. I almost lost my fiance during COVID. Not even to the virus. To a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, if you've been in this situation, you know where this is going. I bought it. I brought the vampire into the house. I bought her a waterproof Bluetooth speaker so we could enjoy music in the shower. That was it. We both loved it, used it, had a great time. COVID hits. We're locked together for 7 weeks. By around week 5, she's taken a pretty long shower. And I was in the living room and I was like, I could probably watch some adult entertainment. On my phone? What could go wrong? I can't imagine how jarring porn is out of context. 100% out of context, that's gotta be wild. She's washing her hair, singing along to SZA. And then instantly it's like, it's gotta be a lot. And I have no idea how that feels. I do know how it feels to watch porn and not know where the volume is. That's the one I know, where you're like, what the fuck? This lady looks like she's screaming her head off. Just mushing on that up button, like, give me something, give me anything. Then through the wall, you hear just like, fuck me! You're like, no! No! Even telling you guys that's making my pee hole snap shut. Oh my God, I heard it, and immediately I was like, run. Run. But I couldn't, because there was a virus in the sky killing motherfuckers. At that moment, I was like, just tell her the truth. Tell her the goddamn truth. And I went and stood outside that bathroom door. I was like, you're gonna tell her the truth. Then that door opened and I was like, hey, I opened an email and verbatim what I said. She told me when it happened, she tried to manually turn it down on the speaker, but because I was hitting up, it just looked like I was bullying her with porn. Like, you're gonna fucking listen to this shit. But she stayed, thank God. Thank God. We are getting married. I don't like calling her my fiance. I think that's too fancy of a word. I like calling her my wife-elect. Lets her know, I'm like, you got the votes, but you haven't been sworn in. I wouldn't... No policy changes quite yet. One of my best friends just got married. All my friends are married and got kids now, but my best friend just got married in Guatemala and invited me to really test the friendship. That's... Sorry, but you're two whites from Colorado and you're gonna make me go to Guatemala? I was worried we were gonna have to do those photos that white people love to do where all the groomsmen have to subtly act like we want to fuck the bride in all the photos. You know which one I'm talking about? Where like she has her leg across 4 of us and we're all holding a piece with our sunglasses down, like... Are we about to gangbang this bitch? Or a photo where like she shows us the wedding ring, like, I'm not a whore anymore, and we're like, what? But there's none of that. Instead, they did a drone photo. That was the big one, and that was like the thing they're like, all right, guys. The wedding DJ was like, time for the drone photo. Gonna jump and point. I was like, no. Like, count of 3, jump and point. And I watched all my friends be like, I don't want to do this. And then that countdown hit, and it was like, 3, 2, 1. Corniest shit I've ever done in my life. And easily the most privileged thing I've ever done. Because usually in a third world country, when a drone shows up at a wedding, a lot less jumping and pointing, a lot more running and screaming. That's fun. It's a fun joke. Nah, they're happily married. That was a good wedding to go to. I'm a child of divorce. Clap if you're from a divorced family. Yeah, sounds about right. Usually when you're under 10 and your parents get divorced, they tell you it's not your fault. They love to say that. It's not your fault. But that's the please drink responsibly of divorce. You know what I mean? You know when beer companies are like, drink all night, please drink responsibly in case you fucking kill anybody. That's why parents do it, in case you grow up to be a psycho. And then they're like, I said it wasn't his fault. My parents hated each other. Hated each other. No internet. Went all through me. My mom lived in Denver, my dad lived in San Francisco, and I would travel between the two cities like a little shit-talking messenger. Show up in the Bay Area with a scroll.
I bring news from the Rockies. Patricia says you're a drunk. A loser. A liar.
Go home 2 weeks later.
I told him, Mother.
He says, good luck getting child support. I mean, you gotta respect the guy, never paid a dime. Gotta respect the stat line. It's true, never paid her child support. And in the United States, in 1997, the United States enacted the deadbeat dad law, which meant if you didn't pay child support, you were going to jail. My dad died in 1997. Buzzer beater! He Indiana Jonesed her, dude. He slid out and grabbed his hat. He's like, good luck with that big-headed weirdo. My mom hated my dad. My mom hated my dad so much, she dated my dad's ex-best friend. Also my godfather. Yeah, it was a little bit of alcoholic Hamlet going on. They used to get shit-faced at dinner and just talk shit about my dad. They'd get blackout and be like, he's a fucking loser. And after a while, you know, you're like, well, he's my dad. Start being like, well, he's pretty good at catch. They're like, how do you know? You're like, damn it. Damn it. I hated my mom's boyfriend, man. He was so mean. He'd get drunk. He'd call me stupid because I'd speak incorrectly. He'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. You're gonna grow up to pump gas. That's what he'd always say. You're gonna pump gas. You're like, yeah, Joe, like 2 states do that. Learn your insults. Who's the idiot? And I couldn't, here's the thing, he never hit me. He never fucked me. Sorry, made love. I didn't have a case on him. Verbal abuse wasn't a thing in the 90s. I couldn't go to my guidance counselor at school and be like, I have a problem at home with my mom's boyfriend. And they'd be like, what's going on? Does he touch you? Does he hit you? You're like, he just kind of owns my ass at dinner every night. It's just like a mean roast every night. Now, he did something worse than hitting me or touching me. He joined a 50 and over swim league. Masters. That means Speedos. These are men over 50 swimming competitively. So every Saturday morning in the winter, they'd wake me up out of my warm bed, and I'd have to go sit in an indoor pool, fully clothed. I hope none of you know that hell. The smell of chlorine, and you're just sweating in your pullover starter jacket. Then you gotta watch a guy that hates your dad and is currently fucking your mom. You gotta watch him just cut through the water like a dolphin. To this day, best swimmer I've ever seen with my own eyes. It was insane. First time I watched him swim, it took my breath away. First time I watched him swim, I was like, well, I won't be fighting him in the water. I gotta take this guy out on the land or in the air. Do you know how bad it hurts to have someone talk shit to you and then put on swim goggles? He's like, yeah, your dad's a fucking loser, and that pool's wetter than your mom. All right. I hate you, Joe. I hope you're drowned. I'm such a people pleaser. I tried to get him to like me my whole life, and I hated him. That's what sucks. If you're a people pleaser, it's one of the worst things, because you oftentimes try to get people to like you that you don't even like. And it sticks with you your whole life. I think every American is afraid of being in a mass shooting. I'm specifically afraid of being the guy that accidentally lets the shooter into the building. All it would take is a guy going, hey, door's locked. That's it. I'd be like, oh, I got you. Yeah. 5 minutes later, it's like, and I'm like, I'm sorry! I thought he worked here! As is, I just do dumb shit. I try to do good stuff, and it always goes wrong. I tried donating money for a while. That's stupid. First off, donating money is the most American way to help. Just giving money and being like, you do it. I'm waiting for an Amazon package. But one time I read this news article about this guy that got locked up in Rikers Island for a non-violent crime, and he ended up dying in there because he didn't have bail money. And I read that, and I was like, that is so fucked up. I should help. So I started donating to this place called the Bronx Freedom Fund. And I gave them money to help non-violent criminals get out of jail. And I felt so good. I was slapping my own back. I was like, I'm so good. Then an article came out that the Bronx Freedom Fund released a non-violent offender, turns out pedophile, went to Queens, got a kid. My bad. A month later, another article came out that the Bronx Freedom Fund let out another nonviolent criminal. He was schizophrenic and beat 4 homeless people to death in their sleep. I read that, I was like, am I funding crime in New York City? I'm just the worst Batman villain of all time.
It is I, Batman, the donator. I have been releasing pedophiles and murderers.
This is how dumb I am. I wrote him an email. I go, can I get a refund? It's like, that's not how this works. I don't know, man. That's one of the things that makes me feel older is I get nervous about technology where I was never nervous about it. You know, I get like scared by technology. Because we were the first, you know, if you're near the age of 40, we were the first generation to have the internet. Remember how mean we were to our parents? Remember that? They'd be like, I sent an electronic mail. You're like, it's email, you dumb bitch. Don't pick up the phone when I'm on the computer. And then now there's shit coming out that scares me. I was like, oh, what? It's AI? I was like, so the Pope wasn't wearing a puffy white jacket? Took me a week to learn that wasn't real. Of course, it's crazy. I don't have TikTok on my phone. I don't have it. My fiance has it on her phone, and she shows it to me like I'm her fucking grandpa. She really does. She shows me TikToks, and I'm like, oh, and those dogs are friends? Oh, I like this one. TikTok's wild, dude. If you go on there, you see some crazy shit. There's a whole trend on TikTok. I'm making none of this up. There's a whole trend on TikTok right now where people are self-diagnosing themselves autistic. No doctor. Not one medical professional consulted. It's just them, to camera, right down barrel. They have motivational music playing, and then they put text above their heads that they point to in like a real smug, shitty way. They're like, and it's all regular shit. They're like, I used to be afraid of large crowds. I thought I was socially awkward. Turns out, I've been masking my autism for 27 years. I'm autistic. What if we only use the word retarded for those people? That's it. That's it. Never for anyone with a disability or anyone with a special need. Just anytime someone is like, yeah, I'm self-diagnosed autistic, you can be like, oh, you're fucking retarded. And they'll be like, yeah, because they're full of shit. It's crazy they do that because that's the one good thing about the internet is you can prove people wrong instantly. You ever done that? You ever Googled something in front of your friends and been like, look, how good is that feeling? Oh, it's the closest I've gotten to slam dunking. It's just be like, that and shutting an elevator door on someone. That is such a good feeling. You shut that door, you're like, I got into an argument with a younger comic. He's in his mid-20s, and I was telling him about the music that came out after 9/11. I don't know if you were old enough to live through 9/11, and you didn't forget. Ooh, let me catch you forgetting. But the music that came out was bonkers. For 6 months after 9/11, all that came out was just like hyper-aggressive country music, which makes sense. They were getting us ready for war. But every song that came out was like, step on up and we'll kick your ass. And we were all like, ah! Toby Keith was just printing money. He made so much money, he opened a shitty restaurant chain. But radio stations, back when they actually were powerful, radio stations did this thing where they took, I don't know if anybody remembers this, they took Enrique Iglesias' song, Hero, and then spliced news footage from 9/11. Clap if you remember that. See? I'm not making this up. What a lot of people don't know is that Enrique Iglesias wrote the song Hero trying to fuck Anna Kournikova. So it's a sex song that they put 9/11 audio. Once you know he wrote it for that reason, go back and listen to that. You can tell how horny he is in the song. When he's like, let me be your hero, baby. It's just him being like, Please touch it. Please. Please touch my penis. And then randomly it's like, the second tower has fallen. It's fucking wild. And I found it on YouTube. Because of this disagreement, I found it on YouTube. It's crazier than you remember. Go look it up. I'll give you a time marker. 53 seconds into the video, it's a clear sexual lyric. Enrique Iglesias goes, would you tremble if I touched your lips? And then you hear a woman go, I got thrown through a window. And you're like, what? What the fuck is that? And we put that out like, that's for the first responders. I don't know, man. It's just, the older I get, I just keep being like, I'm losing touch and I still want people to like me. It's insane. We just moved from New Jersey back into New York City, and we were living in Jersey, and we had all these like 10 and 11-year-old kids in our neighborhood, these little river rats. Just riding their bikes around and cussing. I wanted them to like me so bad. So fucking bad. And then they caught me talking to my dog, and that's a wrap. You don't come back from that. I don't talk to my dog in a regular voice. I don't know what kind of fucking psycho does. Who's out there being like, are you ready to go outside? There she is. There's my snuggle bug. No, you gotta be like, look at you, fatso, what are you doing? Oh, I can't wait to get home to her. When I see her, I'm gonna scream into her neck fat. I'm like, where did you get all this? Where are you allowed to have it? You ever love on your dog and catch them being annoyed with you? Like, before I left yesterday, I grabbed her by her head. I was like, I love you. And you could feel her being like, okay, all right. Pushing back. You ever love your dog so hard you wonder if you're special needs? You're like, this is a lot. You guys are gonna catch me on TikTok being like, I thought I loved my dog. Turns out I'm retarded. I love her. Fuck, I love her. Dogs are awesome. They're proof we dominated the animal kingdom. We took a predator of ours and gave it anxiety. That's so awesome. We made wolves afraid of the doorbell. They used to hunt us in packs, and now we're like, I'm gonna dress you up like a fat little bumblebee. And like, you know, living in a city, she took a dump, and I bagged it up, you know, showed it to her, as one does. I'm like, look what you did! You did it! And then I just heard this kid behind me go, this guy's talking to his dog, like that. I was like, fuck! God, I wanted them to like me. Because they're funny. They're just 10-year-old kids that ride their bikes and they cuss. Kids cussing, especially when they don't know the word, because I'd hear them cussing sometimes. I'm like, you don't know what that word means. That's like one of the best parts of growing up, is finding out what cuss words mean. Just ripping one and being like, no, okay, that's bad. When I was 8 years old, I walked in the kitchen and my mom and my older cousin were having a conversation. And my cousin goes, yeah, it's not like I got a blowjob from her. And my mom goes, don't say that in front of the kid. 8-year-old me immediately was like, that's my new catchphrase. I had no idea it was sexual. I legitimately thought it was a real job. I was like, if Andy's saying it, this has got to be cool. So immediately I'm like, well, I'm going to go down the street and tell my friend Eric. He's got to hear about this. So I rode my bike to Eric's house. What I didn't know was that his sister was having her 10th birthday party Yeah, it's going right where you think it's going. There was a 10-year-old birthday party in the backyard. Parents, kids, everybody. And I came around the corner and just screamed out, "What are you, giving out blowjobs?" Like a tiny little swinger. Was this a key party or? I thought it was gonna kill. I thought everyone was gonna be like, "Who's the big kid?" Instead, I just felt Eric's dad violently grab me by my upper arm. You ever get picked up when you're a kid and you're like, "Oh, okay." You know? Your feet start touching, you're like, "Oh, yeah." I liked Eric's dad too. He was like, you know, he was a good dad, and good dads are always nice to kids without dads. They always loved it. That's why they're always assistant coaches. Good dads love to take the kid without a dad and be like, "Keep trying, young man." But in your mind, you're like, "Fuck off, guy." That was the first time I ever saw him mad, and he was legit mad. He sat me down in the kitchen and he's like, "Where did you hear that word?" And I just matched his energy. I was like, "I'll never fucking tell you." You saw him be like, "Hey, all right." This kid's from a volatile household. And then he just tried to first 48 me. 20 minutes, he just kept being like, "You know, you told me you can go outside. You can go back to the party." At one point he put a soda down. He's like, "You like Orange Crush?" He kept saying, he's like, "Who said that? Where did you hear that word?" And I kept saying the same thing. I was like, "I can't tell you." Because I'm not a snitch. But he kept being like, "Who said the word blowjob?" And I was like, "I can't tell you." Now, if you're a man and you're raised by a mom, you know as a little boy you have feminine energy that you're unaware of. So by like minute 20, I'm standing there like this. He's like, "Where did you hear it?" I'm just sighing. I'm going, "I can't tell you." And then I saw it in his head. He was like, "Oh, this kid doesn't have a dad. I'll just dad on this kid." And he really did the whole thing. He was like, "I wish you would tell me. And if you ever want to, I'll be right here." Fucked me up. Oh, it got me. I was like, I just left. I just remember leaving and riding my bike home like, what's this guy's problem with blowjobs? Because I had no idea what he was talking about. And then I grew up and I learned what a blowjob was, and I thought back to that moment and I was like, oh no. I might have unintentionally ruined a guy's life. I'm pretty sure my best friend's dad thought I was being sexually abused by my mom's boyfriend. Because he was like, "Where did you hear the word blowjob?" And I was like, "I can't tell you." And then I just rode my bike home like... Meanwhile, he's going to bed every night like, "We gotta do something, Martha. That's Eric's friend, we gotta do something." No abuse, zero abuse. I was just 8 years old out having a cuss. I really did blow an opportunity. That should have been the moment where I'm like, it's Joe. Joe makes me suck his dick. Fight him for me, please. Just not in the water. He'll kill you in the water. So last summer, I'm out walking the dog, and I hear those kids on their bikes, and I hear the nerd of the group first. I just hear this kid go, "Stop cussing!" And then I hear another kid go, "Shut the fuck up! I'll suck your cock!" I was like, that little boy doesn't know what he's saying. That little boy has no idea what he's saying. And if he does, then he knows himself Better than I've ever known myself. Portland, you were a lot of fun. I really appreciate this shit. Thank you guys very much. A lot of fun. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys.
I found a cell phone in the cab I was in last night. Has that ever happened to anybody? It is fucking weird finding someone else's phone because you're like, this is someone else's life. It's ringing. I don't know who Dawn is. Should I steal this phone? It's like, is it an upgrade? No, it's an Android. This guy's having tough enough go as it is. Should probably give me his phone back. I picked up the phone and I was like, hey, if you want your cell phone, it's going to be at the front desk of the Warwick Hotel. And then I went and dropped it off because I was thinking that's what a good person does. But I forget how creepily deep my voice is. So who was ever on the other end of that phone, all they heard was, if you want your cell phone, it'll be at the Warwick Hotel. Come along. So no fucking cops.
You're our Ross and Rachel. You guys are our Ross and Rachel. You're right there. I got so many questions when they leave. Kapow? Or did you just give me the Cars thing? Ka-chow! Why don't I pay for your guys' bill, right? And then you guys can take off. What was the thing? Were they fighting or were they happy?
It seemed like
Damn. He's gonna absolutely underdeliver. That's over-promising, under-delivering. Interrupting a comedy show to talk about eating pussy? Listen, let's just cut the shit, Huntsville. I have no sense of smell. I can eat ass for days. And I would never talk about it. Like, you think Superman talks about flying? None of that in the back. Only smiling in the front. Hey! And that was the most anxiety I've ever had in my life. Oh yeah, you guys are going through something. You guys just had such a motivational talk. I've never been heckled by a movie moment. There was a moment. She was just holding his head in her hands. I ain't never gonna let go. Don't you ever let go of me. Talking about some fucking dog that I almost murdered, and they're like, "Don't you look at me right here in my eyes. This is it." I didn't mean to break up such a beautiful moment. That I disagree with. He goes, I'm good. You go, nah. Seen a lot of stuff. I've never seen that emotional of a moment in a front table. You guys were like a storm was gonna rip them away. Listen to me right now. There's that Kevin Costner scene in Superman where he's like, don't, Clark, don't. Thank you. One guy that got it. I don't know why, but the light hits your face and I could see that I got it, and that's worth it eating shit with 98% of the crowd. This is such a weird night. And honestly, I blame old Eve for eating Satan's apple. That's the most biblical way I could call my friend a bitch.
You don't want to be like your parents?
Dad, favorite kid.
Yeah, keep going. No, I want to take a break for a second. Oh, keep going, Tyler. Keep telling me all your life story. No, well, tell me about your dad. You want this too? I'll sign it for you. There you go.
I go, and by the way, Eve, you took Satan's fruit. No, I'm just kidding. I will think of this on my flight home on Sunday. It'll make me laugh. Just front row at a comedy show being like, look at me. Like fucking bombs are going off around them. Look at me. No matter what happens out there. It'd be so funny if I had an apple in my back pocket right now. You know, you really fucking miss the opportunities that you don't think about. Oh damn, they're full on smooching. And now it's a smooch-a-thon? Guys, we might have to have you relocate, because you guys are
going through a whole relationship arc while I'm in between bits. You go, what's the worst segue you've ever had in comedy? You go, well, one time I'm pretty sure I watched a couple live an opera. Listen to me. I love you. You're our Ross and Rachel. You guys are our Ross and Rachel. It's a will they, won't they, in between my bits. Hold on, I gotta see where this goes. I promise I'll do extra time if it's like a couple of bits. I just have to watch where this goes. When you check it, you're right there. I got so many questions when they leave. Because they are gonna have to leave soon. We're only halfway through the show. So we're gonna have to get to a moment where they might have to, and I want you to take as many notes. You do, you're right there. Kapow? Or did you just give me the Cars thing? Ka-chow! I think he thinks I'm Lightning McQuaid. I think this guy's so drunk he thinks a Pixar character's talking to him. Ka-chow! Alright, we're about to wrap it up. Why don't I pay for your guys' bill, right? And then you guys can take off and get an Uber. You guys can get an Uber, but I'm gonna pay for your bill. Whoever their waiter is, no, it's not an idea. Don't try to trying to save the show for the 45 of you that care. So why don't you guys, thank you very much for coming out. I'm gonna get your bill. Get home safe. We love you. You'll always be our Ross and Rachel. Please call an Uber, for the love of God. And everything that's hope. This is always when I want people like mic'd up. Like NFL films. You know when people get that drunk, they're like, I wish you were wearing a mic. Do you remember that show on HBO where the guy confessed to killing him when he was taking a piss? He's like, I did it. Do you guys remember that show? The Jinx, yeah. Or NFL films when players are wearing the thing. That's what I think we should have to do, like hammered people. So you could hear the rest of this. When they're in the parking lot, he's like, all day, baby, all day. You know, they like NFL, like when they run into each other. So you're thrown up. This is wild, dude. I've never seen it. I don't know, I just never had that kind of confidence. It's just to be like, I'm gonna have a deep conversation in the middle of a silly boy show. It was a lot? Dude, that's so funny. You look like you've seen like everything as a tour bus driver. And for you to go like, that's a lot, bro. I one time found
What's the best part is he offered to pay for our tab too, so you're actually you're actually kind of
What was the thing? Were they fighting or were they happy?
It seemed
He was talking about eating pussy the whole night.
Damn. He's gonna absolutely underdeliver.
like aggressively happy, like
That's over-promising under-delivering. Interrupting a comedy show to talk about eating pussy? Listen, let's just cut the shit, Huntsville. I have no sense of smell. I can eat ass for days. And I would never talk about it. Like, you think Superman talks about flying? Or do you just think he flies? That's an unwinnable game he is talking. Just interrupting a show to talk about munching box is insane. That is a wild thing to go like, I think he's talking about his dog. I'm gonna eat your pussy. That is fucking insane. Just to go like, yeah. There's no way you do that to a band. It's like, hey, shut up. I'm serious. And he really was just talking about eating pussy the whole time? Honestly, I've talked about it a little bit with you guys. I don't even know another place to take it. I think, was that all he was doing? He was just like, oh, he was talking about heckling? What kind of guy does that? That's crazy to go to a comedy club and go like, it'd be crazy if there was some heckling here tonight. That's like mass shooter behavior. He's like, hey, just to let you know, I'm gonna make everybody pay.
Dude, Sagalo and I used to have this running joke where we would, when we would part ways, I would wait a second and I'd go, hey, Sagalo, don't go to school tomorrow.
My friends are having kids, which is ruining a lot of my friendships. It is. Mostly just because the new version of children is, they're terrifying. More so than ever in history. Children now are way scarier because they're so awesome with technology and still terrible socially. You ever seen a 3-year-old on an iPad? It's crazy. They're just like, boop, 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 boop. And then they look at you and they're like, oh, yeah. Don't you Kaiser Soze me. I just watched you do a bank transaction.
Put the money overseas, and I want to go up.
Fuck you! Not that dumb! I know how smart you are! Just shaking my friend's kid in the living room. I know how smart you are!